Most teams believe this. Free users are future paying customers, but if that were true, far more products would be profitable. The real issue is not conversion tactics. It's a misunderstanding. Free is not trial. Free is often treated as a first step toward purchase. Teams track usage, watch engagement, and wait for conversion to happen. But most free users were never on a buying path. They are not undecided customers. They are users in a different state. And unless you understand that state, conversion will always feel unpredictable. Here is the core idea. Free is not a price. It is a mode. A trial user and a free user may use the same product, but they are thinking very differently. A trial user asks, should I buy this? A free user asks, how much can I get without paying? Same product, completely different intent. Let's break this down. Free users rarely become paying customers because three structural gaps appear. All of them come from the same source. Free is not trial. A trial user starts with intent. They evaluate, they judge, they decide. A free user starts by avoiding the decision. They optimize for not buying. They explore casually. They never seriously ask whether the product is worth paying for. So when teams analyze behavior, they don't see buying signals, not because the product lacks value, but because the intent never existed. A trial user measures value. They compare outcome to price. They try to justify a decision. A free user does not measure value. They consume it. Value is experienced, but never articulated. And what is not articulated can never support a payment decision. When the paywall appears, there is no internal logic for paying, only friction. A trial user imagines life after purchase. They consider workflow. They think about commitment. They prepare for change. A free user avoids switching costs by design. They use the product lightly. They stay flexible. They never integrate deeply. So even before price becomes an issue, the idea of fully committing never forms. This leads to a critical shift in perspective. Conversion is not persuasion, it is mode transition. The real question is not, how do we convince free users to pay? The real question is, have we ever moved them from free mode into trial mode? Free users increasing does not mean revenue potential is growing. Only trial mode users create that possibility. Let's return to the core idea. Free is not trial. Free often becomes a separate room, not a hallway. Paying customers do not come from free usage. They come from evaluation. If that evaluation mode never exists, pricing changes and feature tweaks won't help. Here's the question to leave you with. Is your free experience actually creating trial mode users? Or is it simply a place where people consume value without ever preparing to decide? That distinction changes everything.